Good morning. Today, our group MP42 are going to explain to you about physical properties of element group 1 and 2. Two of our group members are going to introduce to you about elements that involve in each group.
Hello, group 1 elements consist of elements such as hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and lastly francium. Elements of group 1 consist of one valence electron, and these are the elements.
Hello, now I would like to tell you about group 2 elements. Group 2 elements consist of beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, last but not least, radon. Group 2 consists of 2 valence electrons, and that's all for group 2.
Physical appearance. There's a new girl who just enrolled in Unimas named Pauline. As she walks along her way to college to Saroja, everyone was staring at her with a disdainful look on their faces and making assumptions that she was one of those spoiled kids based on her beautiful looks. Her beauty represents the outer shining surface of the atom. One day, a girl named Aniza was in a rush to go somewhere, but suddenly, someone bumped into her and she fell on the ground. And wants to help her picking her books that fell on the ground instead. They just look at her and leave. Out of nowhere, Pauline appeared and picked her books that fell onto the ground. Pauline flashed her a sweet smile towards her, and from that moment, she realized that Pauline is nice and have good mannerism that she carries, which represent the inner shining surface of an atom. In this analogy, each one acts as a nucleus, and the others who wear red t-shirts are valence electrons. Imagine an atom is like a basketball team having a basketball practice standing in a circular arrangement. The captain of the basketball team, Izwan, stands at the center of the circle, passes the ball to each member. The distance for the ball from Izwan, who is at the center, passing the ball to each team members at the arc of the circle, is the atomic radius. Suddenly, more members of the team, Maisara and Nadira, join the basketball practice. By adding 2 more members in the circular arrangement makes the circle bigger. The more the people join the circular arrangement, the larger the circle and the longer the distance between the center and the arc of the circle. Density. In the evening, there are 2 boys hanging out at the playground. Izwan, who has a petite build and low weight, represents low density, sits on the seesaw first. The moment when Hafiz, who has a big build and larger weight, represents as higher density, sits on the seesaw, Izwan was slightly lifted to the air away from the ground.
Melting
And boiling
point.
There are 3 girls competing with each other on a run. Belinda, the smaller size girl, is the smallest element which has the highest melting and boiling point. Average size girl is the medium size element. And Whitney, the big size girl, is the largest element which has the lowest melting and boiling point. When the run starts, Belinda finished the race first because she runs the fastest, along with Mia, who got second, and Whitney comes in last. After the run, Belinda sweats the least. Mia sweats a lot and has short breath, while Whitney sweats the most among the 3 of them. Belinda wins the race while Mia and Whitney was disappointed and mad. Ionization energy. Usually, the seats that are closer to the lecturer are always the ones that get filled first and the further away later. Once all of the students which act as the electrons were seated, Miss Janet, as the nucleus of the atom, begins her lecture.
A few moments later.
The students start to feel sleepy and tired.
Okay, that's all for today's class. Thank you.
The students at the last row that sit further than Miss Janet can generally get out of the class easier when the class ended. Because the exit door is located at the back of the class, while the students that sit closer to Miss Janet are having a hard time to leave the hall. This shows that the further the distance between Miss Janet and the students, the easier the students are to leave the lecture hall than the students that sit nearer to Miss Janet.
So, how was it? Did you guys understand our analogy? We hope you do. After all, that's all from us, from Group MP42.